And it's our Rumba class, because I see Nikolay just pushed recording, and we'll do one focus for today: intensity. How we're not only competing by the skill and essence, but we're also competing by energy, by the commitment to a particular action, and being skilled is not reducing the need to commit to the action, to be physically engaged. Yes, to know which muscles don't have to work at a particular moment or can work less is good, but it's not that, okay, I know how things are supposed to be done, and this is why I'm just like floating through them. You would never, there were no champion in history who just drifted through his routines with a fabulous skill. It's a competition. So the intensity and the commitment and the understanding that even the, like, I know, hip compression or some twisting, it needs to be done with intensity, with the commitment, because couples next to you will not be just like all ugly and losers by definition. They will be a strong couples who have as much skills, and beside the accuracy, you also want to be trained to commit, to know that each particular step is your opportunity to be second or first, to be in the final or out of the final. And it's clarity of knowing what's the deal breaker. Yeah, if I'm doing like hip action, of course it is not how I'm changing my focus. Yeah, it's about how I'm committed to it. If it's some line in my arm, it's how, like, my toe pointing, maybe not the most important. I don't need to like get cramps into my arms because I'm pointing like crazy. It can be functional because the other things are more important. But today it will be more about using your core, using your butt at the moment when we need to do a twist, and we want to present energy which is prepared, in excess, yeah, more than needed. Like, I know, a simple thing was preparing sheets for the judges, and we think, okay, we need 16, but I printed 30 just in case there will be. So same with your energy. You want to have extra, and then if you decide that you want to spend it all, you have it. If you decide that you want to be more quiet, you still can do it. But it's not that I'm prepared only to do this much, and actually it's not enough. Let's get to our combo, and it will be about hip twists, turns, contractions, and blah, blah. We start with the opening out. You can face forward and exit 2, 3, thinking that you're dancing in a frame with a partner. You go in a hip twist, but not in a closed position like we usually do, but in a slightly open position, which after I'm just turning so you see, I would like you to use the ball of the foot to get over and then pivot through this to get into your fan. So let me just do it once so you don't confuse it in direction. You go back in place, 2 and 3 and 4. Ball of the foot, elevation 1, and then 5 step into your fan. So you do a turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 2, 3 into your alimana. And you go 2. You will finish in a delay step. And we'll see if we can maybe do a little leg presentation. And then as we'll go into our second alimana, 2, we'll go into a 3-step turn. 3 and 4. We'll do a delay step. 2, 3 and 4. Like a little hip twist chancing, just a little 2, 3 and 4. And we go into crab walks. And 2 and 3 and 4. And after crab walks, we did swivel, we did a sport turn kind of thing, and closing into press line, 2, 3, back step, and all from beginning. Back, replace, hip to waist, ready, 5 step into the fan. Alimana, 2, 3, go into your from a, and Alimana into delay step. And then getting into a second Alimana, but now you're getting out into 3 step turn, 3 and 4. Twisting the hip and going slow, 2 and 4. Here, crab walks, and 2 and 3 and 4. Swivel to the right, 2, spot turn, closing right to the left, change, go a little press line forward, little hip rock, 2, 3, back step on 4. So it's all the basic elements. Hip twist, bronze. Fan, bronze. Alimana, bronze. There is some laughing here in the studio. But yes, and we had a little tweaks to them. Crab walks, maybe silver. And 3 step turn, you do have 3 step turn in your silver, probably, or bronze, I don't know. Okay, going one back. Back replaces the opening out, you can visualize already the frame. So when you go in there, kind of idea like you belong to the corner space, 3, 4. And look what I just did, one quick second. For you to see what my leg looks like, I twisted the little extra. So now you can see the space between my legs. You understand what am I doing. If I'm looking at you from the back, I would like to see some space, some floor between your feet. Yes. And after you do this, I want to see weight commitment first without placing the heel. Press line, ball of the foot, and you're getting on top of it, and you pivoting without reducing it. And here you can settle to your heel and go 1, 2, 3, 4, fan. Closing your fan, 2, 3, approaching Alimana. Doing our Alimana, 2, 3 with a delay. And then releasing ourselves, 2, 3 step turn. And go with 2, 3, and 4. Crab walks, 2 and 3 and 4. Swivel 2, 3 and 4. Press. Ready? Doing a few more times so the flow is more familiar to you. Back, replace, hip to waist into 3 step turn into fan. Close your feet, 2, 3, go to Alimana. Go into Alimana, 2, 3, finish in a delay. So this is 4, delay 1, on go 2, change weight, and 3 step turn at 2 o'clock. 3 and 4. Then you do again powerful delay, which goes 2, 3. If you see me, 2. You do a very efficient, quiet weight pressure. 2, and then 3. There have to be very little action to find the floor, to find the support. You don't have to go all the way. 2, I'm kind of hiding the moment when this leg becomes functional. 3 and 4. Yes, you can, if there will be a way to slow it down, you'll see that I never get to the fully vertical leg because I'm planning to sell my syncopation. Crab walks, and 2 and 3 and 4. Swivel to the, so yeah, so go right, left, right. Now, let's say left is easy, right is hard, so you're breathing hard. Frame, yes, of course. Frame to the middle. Oh, yes. And now you can do swivel. And now frame goes further to the right. You're changing. Now frame goes further to the right for you to collect. Change weight and put a press line forward on your left. Yes. So everything to make your belly ringing, sweating, massaging all the food you consumed on the weekend. Yeah. Ready. Opening out. 2 and 3 and 4. 1. 2 and 3 and 4. 1. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Let's do this last piece. You're staying on the right and twist it to the right. We go swivel 2, continue same way 3, and now sucking it in to change the recoil underneath and put the pressure. Here. I know. I'll go a few more times, but the more comfortable you feel in the familiar place. So you get to your fan. What's my idea? How at this point I will be the winner, not only by being balanced, but by being intense. So when I get here, I can go a little deeper with my core. I can get around. I can feel that this side muscles are crunching and squeezing the. So at some place, let's say when you own your leg, it's a squeezing competition. So each of the participant is giving an orange and a little cup with the measures of ounces and milligrams, and so you're squeezing it, and the winner is who have just a little more juice than another one. Yeah, you cannot just grab more oranges. It's only one, and how good you can squeeze it.
So we don't understand. So you want to squeeze all the muscles? Is that?
Good question. No, I want to squeeze those which help me here. For example, like the tension in my wrists, irrelevant here. I wouldn't add to the value of this, to the expression, but I would add if my glute is a little bit stronger at the moment when I'm using my oblique, but the glute is still pressing forward. This will be a little bit more of a ringing and presenting the muscle opposition, working in opposition to one another. Remember when we say like holding the strong calf, but pressing the quad backwards. So strong calf, quad backwards. This would be the tone you would like to play with. It's, let's say, security, which can help you be equipped for different decisions. If I'm just barely holding my balance, I have a very poor choice of what's available. But if I'm fully equipped, I can go, for example, up on my toe. I can go a little bit deeper off balance if I know how the core and the belly is working. I can twist just a little bit. Let's say I'm twisting to my limit, but now I feel, how can I do more? If I'll go on the ball of the foot, there is just a little additional range of twist available between the ball of the foot and the ankle. So let's all try this. I'll just do it with the students here. Then I'll get back to you. Let's all face mirror, and we stay here. Let's say our left toe is at 11 o'clock. 10, 11, so something which feels stable and comfortable. Now we go into closing, and you know, okay, this is the maximum of my hip rotation. But now, if I go just a little bit further, try to see lifting your heel can give you a little extra length, lifting the heel and over just a little further continuation. Did you notice it? It's working on it. Let me see. Here, it's in direction. So straight leg and slowly and somewhere here. Whoa. Yes. So this is one of the ways for you to be more expressive at the fan if your muscle is ready to give you a little intensity. Yeah. Okay, let me see how your fans can be presented on a little bit more articulated level if after the full expression of the hip rotation you can adjust a little more by lifting your ankle. And 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Yeah. And look, I will not be counting. So Deborah, I see you did well, approved. Just pick your own pace, go with your hip and show me that ankle allows you to develop a little further. Your own pace, just go. Jean, I think your camera is located well enough for me to see the space between the floor and the heel, and I don't see it's appearing there. I'm looking for the space, yes, underneath your left heel. So collecting the leg, collecting. Yes, so look here, just a little thing. A few things we don't want to blend together. For example, if you're selling the super deep thing of hip and keeping your toe, it is probably about syncopating, about going da, 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 and then collecting the leg fast. If it's about continuous hip, then it's okay to collect your foot and make a foot collection part of this presentation. So let's say the moment when you go on the tip of your toes, it's a moment when your free leg parking right next to it. So you want like two messengers, exchange their messages on the top of the mountain. Whoop, and then go and then do the change. Yes. Okay, Bonnie, looking at you. Whoop. Good. And if, let's like this. This was nice. Try to play with the decision. Are you presenting control on top, or you presenting control and speed? So can be slow, can be fast. Make some play with your, yes, Bendy was good. Yes, Marilyn, very nice. Good. And how you feel? Is it working? Let me see. So you get your fan and almost there. But I would like to see how your chest gets. So when you were speaking yourself, it went a little bit like the rest of the body passively placed. This change of the angle should trigger the change in your arch and in the spine. Yes, so the further you go here, follow the foot, the more opening in the, yes, very nice. Do this with the awareness that your spine goes through your head, and like it's not finishing on the bottom of the skull, it goes through the skull, so you cannot do anything because the flow carries your head. And whoop, and let's do it just a little bit better. You get to your next step slowly. And yes, that's great. Yes, standing like, can I feel here in my finger that you're elevating yourself from the ball of the foot? Feel the difference? Yeah. Okay, let me just do a little presentation here. So look what we did here with Suzanne. So she's staying and she's in her fan position here. And look, I'm asking her to get a little bit further to her vertical. Yes. And I'm like, my finger is right below her ear. And I'm saying, can I please feel how you elevating your ankle right there in my finger? And then it will be a holistic, the whole package. The pieces will not be disturbed and disconnected. And let's do from beginning. So let's get to the intensity. First, you go back, replace, heel on the floor, and as you're approaching this, suck your belly, make it like almost like vomiting. So you want to become empty. And you're presenting your frame as far as you can to now activate your glute, your calf, your legs, and get into this twist. So you know that you're presenting in one moment the full range of your twisting ability. Ready. And 2 and 3 and 4. Very good. Look at me, please. Do you see my full twisting ability? No, because I blended. I did some twisting, but then I was moving like a piece of furniture. So it's super important how this is kept without the discipline in the frame. At the moment of twisting, you don't really show off enough. So, for example, Madeline, you already did better, but think that you don't want me to see this line. You want me to see this line. You see a little angle? Softer, not so much twisted, a little bit more aggressive against the line of your thigh. And all together. And 2 and ready. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2. Good, good, very nice, very nice. One more time. All together. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3. Okay. Another aspect, for example, Melis, can you please do a presentation and face this side? Yeah. Good. Ready? Just watch, please. 4 and 1 and 2. Back it. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and okay. That's enough. Can you please come? So the twisting, the camera is there. The twisting was very good, but how short in time you produce it was not intense, was not competitive enough. How you can make the change? Yes, Susan. Exactly. Do the same, but think I'm holding as long as I can, and then I'm finishing as quick as I can. Yeah. So intensity in. Please, please, please. Oh, yes. You're 1 week away from presenting to the board of the cool, world-renowned judges. So you should get yourself comfortable with presenting it to us. Ready. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, yes, 2. And the more you're confident about counter force, the more intense you can go into your acceleration. One more time, please. The one who was in our other classes, a little bit of a flow. So let me do next to Melissa, and Suzanne will count for us.
Okay.
Starting from point 1.
4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1.
Yes. Was there any difference? I don't know. I was preparing a little bit. I was sharp. Maybe you did very good too. I don't know. Yeah? Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. I know she's a very talented girl and just need a little spank sometime to be reminded that she don't know yet about her limits. Like all of us. Ready? And 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now, that's good. Ready one more time? And 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Good. Here, let's take 2 challenges. One challenge is to go for a normal speed of your hip twist. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So the challenge here is to be quickly reconnected from your left side to your right side and know how you're preparing a body shape and a projection for your spine suitable for the beginning of the step. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. The other challenge would be to take a little more time here. We can do it. 4 and 1 and 2. But then we need to go 3 and 4. This super fast turns. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So do a little extra time for the hip twist. Yeah, I fell off balance, which is absolutely, yes, never like almost jumping. Yes. Nikolay, follow your balance too sometime. Yes, yes, Suzanne is just, she's too close to me. This is why she's not jumping, but I can see.
Oh, I was jumping.
Okay, let's do the first one. Do the hip twist on time. So by count 4, you're placing, and you go and pressure, and 1 and on one end your heel on the floor, your knee projected, and you're ready to place a leg on 2. Ready? From beginning. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Yeah. And again, for someone who needs a particular order for foot placement and getting on the ball of the foot on the straight leg, 1, pivoting and collecting, and settling and projecting forward. So it's a order of 4 elements. Place, pick, pivot, settle. 1, ta, 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 ya, ta, 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 ta. And ready. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Not bad. Do one more time. I'm checking here. And 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Yep. I just want to push you a little bit, so we'll do with you. I think in a exercising the approach called stairs. When you do 1 push-up, your colleague doing 1 push-up, then you do 2 push-ups, your friend doing 2 push-ups, 3, 3, 4, 4. You think, oh, I only did like till 10 and down, but actually did like about 100 push-ups of this, yeah? So what we'll do is we'll go twist, return, twist, ball, return, twist, ball, pivot, and return, and twist, ball, pivot, settle. So let's just do 1 thing, 2 things, 3 things, 4 things. Let me put just a little low so you can focus on it. Really, the reverse is not as important. So let's just do it. Twist, return, twist, return, twist, return. Then be a little more careful on pivoting your standing foot. If you go to a place like this, this is where you really making your knee very fragile, very sensitive to this. Tone the muscles around your knee and pivot your standing foot to support your action. Ready, going, pivot, and on the ball of the foot. 1, 2. Yeah, picking the heel off the floor. Ready, 1, huh. Yes, and again. 4 and. Ready, and 4 and. And one more time. 4 and. Good. Yeah, so then you can feel how you feel sustaining itself inside or falling outside. So go 4 and be sure, yeah, that this area on your right ankle feels pressing inwards. Yes, when you go up, that is not reducing. Okay, we'll make a little presentation here. In a system, you should have a good precision here. It's more of a show off, but you will allow it to me, yeah? So I'll pointing this right here. And you keep holding it, and you can, like this. So you press a little, yeah? And Joseph is pressing, I'm giving him permission to press, and now I'm going on the straight. I'm going to support my weight there and reduce it. So this is a press line. This is my weight on the relevant. There is no change, no compromise to it when I'm going up. Yeah, thank you. Okay, ready, doing our 3 things now. Press, weight, pivot. Yeah, ready, and press, weight, pivot. Yes. When you pivot, just a little more sense of like a string of your psoas, which goes 2 and 3 and 4 and think your legs. Yes, so this way you want to feel the pivoting intention effort. Ready? And let's do 4 together. Pivot, ball, pivot, settle. Ready? With my claps. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and. Good. And now not with my claps, but with my singing. 4 and 1 and. Yeah. Ready. You can have a little sharpness. 4. So sharpness is how my 4. F getting out of my mouth. 4 and 1 and. But then I keep all the vowels continuous. Ready? Sharp 4 and everything else blended to your intensity. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay. You can try the other one later by yourself when you twisting a little bit slower, but then you go and we have more elements coming. Let's get to your fan. We already give ourselves idea of intensity. How by the end of the collection we can go a little bit up to the toe. Yes. And then if you did any of like a Kundalini yoga classes or something about chakras, and they also using the idea of locks. So when, for example, you're practicing some of your Mula Bandha, so the bottom chakra, and then you can, after breathing a lot, you can like basically tone your anus, and you hold this energy inside. So it's called Mula, I think Bandha is lock. So think that one of the locks is here when you go. So it's not sustainable. You can achieve it at the full exhale. So let's try it. Full exhale. Full out. Look at me. I'm cheating. And full exhale. Yeah, yes, well, possible. It's almost impossible at the inhale. So if you try to do the same when your lungs are full, it will be very limited, the possibility to squeeze it. So let's test ourselves. we all can survive 10, 15, 20 seconds at the full exhale. We still have oxygen in our blood, in our veins, still there. So let's get into this. Emptiness, yes, the moment of total emptiness. Ready. I saw some good things, yes. And we go there, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. So I think that you want to achieve the feeling of maximum at the moment when your second leg gets under and start pressing 2. So you do as much as you can on one leg, but the moment when second leg gets under, now we're getting hit. This one, steady leg is flat. What steady leg is flat? Yes, here, steady leg is control, how you go up. So this like elevating is already now when you're collecting and you have 2 toes. Yes? You can use it there. Okay, ready. In your fan, please. Again, what I was saying, reaching this at your 2. Look again, when I go 4 and 1, I'm getting rid of the air inside me and I'm empty. So this is a moment when I get pass through this slimmest line. Up, Gene, don't forget your rhomboids, your arch. So you did, but rounded yourself. Yes, too much. And let's go from fem to Aliman. And our position 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and good, good, very nice. So here your intensity. You know that once arrived into your Alimana, you do have some reserves still in your left butt. And this is a butt which can continue turning. The reserved elevation in your ankle peaks your butt even higher, and through the tilt, you're getting even further over the foot. And then you go for a quick pendulum work, and then you actively turning over your foot. Maybe here I can clarify just a little bit. We'll try with you 2 versions. The intensity of speed will require you a portion of the pendulum. So you will need to go from this to a little picking up, but still feeling that you're staying on the leg, which is the tallest, highest vertical lines, like a spinning top too. So it's balanced, and you know that you can give any speed, and it's balanced as a construction. And the other options to be really intense is if I ask Joseph to assist me, please, and we'll be in a fan position here. Yes. And after me doing 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, I can go with exaggerated pendulum and testing or provoking my partner, like being very close to him with my pelvis, giving you the extended, increased way of reaching over the foot. And when I will be turning, the accent on the slowness and continuity of my hip can be achieved. This version, you want to just have idea that it's available, but practice it with your partner. Because getting into this position, of course, it's important to know how you balance yourself, but it's also very important, maybe you can practice it next to the wall, that with the increased weight commitment, you're increasing the alertness in your frame, and you can go through a very calculated passage in your arm. So we know that it exists. We'll practice it with our partners. But now let's get to the intensity of winding up, staying on the highest pitch, and go very quickly in our pivoting. 2, 3, 4. Yes, checking that we are vertical still. Yeah, ladies, this line is supposed to be looking away from the camera. So your fan, 2 and 3 and 4, and your step goes at 6 or 7 o'clock, and 2 and 3 and 4. Yes, and then one more at 6 o'clock, 2 to go 3 step and 3 and 4. And 1, 4, and let me see your fan, Alimano with delay, and then into 3 step turn. And 4, and 1, and Jennifer, you're responding to my counts way too late. The time I'm offering, you want to use it. The girl next to you will be using this moment to continue, while your static position will make me less interested. So I'm getting your command. Please, ready, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Up, my bad. Let's get on 4 with the left leg to the back. So stay and wait for my 4 and place your left leg. Ready. And 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Very good. Yes. After delayed Alimana, you go 6 o'clock, and from here, 3 step turn at 2 o'clock. 3 and 4. Yeah. So here, so let's say some very intensity, you will need to push extremely strong from the left ankle to the belly. But yes, but have a placement of your leg, which will allow you to be in control of this energy. Yeah, not to, oh, it's all over still, but it's caught right there. That's it. But the feeling would be, what's the trick here? As much as I go wind up, the moment I will be placing my foot, look what's counterintuitive. My movement continues to the right, but when I'm pushing, the straightening goes, let's say, against the direction of my turn. If I'm really active, this direction and this direction, they're not complementary. They are conflicting directions. And I can be very strict with my knee and make a kind of anchor for myself. So that I'm going and I'm holding this anchor, and my energy is caught rather than flying. So let me show it one more time. It's about your left leg on count 3, and so how when straightening it, you can think back and left spiral. Despite right direction for your weight, you will think left direction for your foot. I know, yeah. It's confused. So think like this. It's when you're going to the right, at the moment when you stay on the ball of the foot, this leg is not complementing and going to the right. This leg is, how you describe this? Back and to the left. So how you can back to the left while moving your frame this way? No, move the foot. And the action simultaneous with the frame. That's it. So now just the challenge of making it inside the turn. I think we all can do this push and place ourselves into the turn. Yes. So we can figure out left leg doing back and around while the body is going to the right. Try to feel that you're able to have some ingredient of this inside your turn. So let's try free-step turn to the right and see what that, if you can, yeah, help yourself stay connected to your left leg. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Yeah. Almost. No, it's a very good. What's almost? I know you can do better. If you notice in the middle, when you're placing the leg, that okay, I'll just make explanation, but this is for you. Jennifer just did a very good version, but placing the leg a little bit stressed, or let's say semi-stiff, reducing the chance to create this direction. So it's not that we have time to really like go deep, but nevertheless, inside the turn, you want to have a room for action, not just a line of support. But so now if you're placing the knee a little more bent, the action of straightening, that's beautiful. It is harder to balance action with just a static object. So some dynamic can be counteracted with another dynamic, with another movement. So when you have all the right movement and left leg is just held, it's not good enough. You can't really go full out to the right. So the more strength you want to go put into your turn, the more feeling of action. Yes. I keep mixing it. Yes, it's E equals mc squared, but F, the force equals mass on acceleration. So think that our equation is how to make FR, right force, equal to FL, left force. So it means the mass of body accelerated to the right have to be somewhat proportionate to the mass of the body accelerated to the left. So that these two forces can balance one another. Wendy, am I correct? Yay! Okay. Let's do from our fan. Stepping back on 4 over your left foot. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Sorry, I made just a little delay in my counts. So Alimana goes the next here, or a moment of when you delayed, but intensity of working this part which you need to work on. One more time from Fan. Jean, Debbie, I like to see that the concept of intensity is really visual. I can see your efforts giving you the edge compared to the version of you from last week. Ready, and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Yes, almost there. One little test for all of us. Can we please stay on the right foot and really like squeeze our glute, and I'll try to accelerate calf contraction and push from the ankle to the butt. So if you need to do something like, so rolling from the foot and feel that this is an area where the ankle elevation meeting your weight and the butt against the hip bone feels a little bit uncomfortable. This is the area you want to feel right away after you're twisting for Alimana. So here, it's like your body sensation needs to go like this, yeah? Ta, ta. Oh, and 1, 2, 3. So as soon as I'm twisting aggressively, the push from my ankle goes right into the base of my butt. Yeah. Ready? Knowing that you can do it quick allows you to stay a little longer with the 1, 4, and 2, and know that you will still be on time on 2. And fan on 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 3, and 4. Beautiful. 2, 3, and 4. That's it, that's it, that's it. Yes, that's it. So this is one of those requirements. If I just ask you to press it between my fingers, yeah. So this is the direction for your mass to be accelerated this way into my finger. Let's do from beginning. Opening out, a hip twist, 5-step into the fan, from fan Alimana. And ready. Check a few times how the breathing goes through you, not in a shallow manner, but like you're getting ready for being a killer. Yes. The nostrils. Ready. Oh, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and ready, 2, and 3, and 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Yes. Good. Then you have a little more intensity on securing the leg. So how your hamstring is strong on like pulling the leg underneath, and the quad is strong on locking the line of the knee, so it's pulling the floor underneath you, and very strong. This combination will give you a different sense of force. Yes, I know it's tricky to do the first thing, but visualize where the partner is, and now twist inside it. You can keep your, in this case, when the partner is not really helping you, you can keep your head, your eyes at the window. So you want to do this 4 maximum twist, but still look at the window, and still look at the window for you to go into your 5-step turn. When there will be a partner, Joseph, can I have you yes. I can be more risky with going 2 over here, go this way, 2 and 3 and 1. Go this way because there is a force and anchor from my partner to bring me in. But when you practice on your own, keep your eyes where you go to your fan. Ready? Breathing. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And 1 up, 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Beautiful. 2, blah, 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 blah. Yes. And so when you turn, just a little more attention to your core. Whoop. Yes, this will be a much more attractive turn. When you did this by some forces of a separate muscle but not united, I can see how you're working hard but not achieving the best result. Yes, and let's say the third step of Animana, the like first Animana, it's a part where the desire of your body to chill, taking over you. It's not as maybe, yes, you still observe, but it's, if you know that the agenda is to keep twisting like crazy, and 2 and 3 and 4, then you're doing it. So the moment when you like uncertain, what's the next step? Maybe it's because your body went in a hesitant mode. Yeah? So keep your body in such a thing that the mistake is impossible. I'm just going through this. If there was a mistake, I'll just smash through and continue further. I will not be stopping to think, oh, what's not there. Ready? One more time, please. Bonnie, you okay? Let's do it. It's just a couple more things. If you know that something bothers you, at least don't punch into this area full out. So absolutely fine to go careful somewhere. It's just me feeling invincible today and I'm pushing it. But some other days when something will be the days when I would feel some pain in my hip, I wouldn't be choosing this subject of intensity. So allow yourself to be with your body, to be considerate of your today's condition. Ready? All together, please. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. We did do the whole combo. What else was there? 3, 3 and 4. Let's just do a couple times a crab walks. We will just do a crab walks like after this. So stay on your left and think of the immense discipline from the lower back to your chest, and how the action in your ankle and groin and adductors, abductors, throwing your thighs around, but from lower back to the chest, you try to stay very supported and in some way isolated. So this projection from lower back into my sternum allows me to be in some way ignorant to my hip twists. I'm not becoming a part of it in my upper part. Yeah, we'll do it a few times. Stay on the left leg. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. See how you're not allowing. It's tricky when you need to continue with your chest into the next position, but you still have to carry yourself with this part, and then still carry yourself here. Yes. And your previous version was in the point where you were not pushing, it was just going with the low weight again. Ready? A few hip twists. Crab walks. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, Jennifer, very nice. First section was beautiful. Or how you can be as a figure with that. Right. Yes. Ready? And 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Very nice. Very nice. So let's just see if we can feel a little more flow when we're getting ready. There is a direction and mass of the right thigh. So it goes around us to the right. And against it, there is a flow of my frame. And in between of this, independent, we had a A board of directors. Yes. Da-da-da. The head. Neutral. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can choose to turn our head again when there is a partner and external anchor. But when we are our own anchor, we want to be very calculated of left and right forces balanced against a central line. Ready? 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Yep. The game of arm wrestling. You don't really know how strong or weak your opponent. The only way to find out is to give your all. Give your all. You don't know, so you just give everything you got right there. And then if you're strong, you keep pushing to win. If you're weaker, you try to sustain as long as you can. So how this idea of like sometimes the fight goes immediately, but probably most of them lasting at least for a couple seconds, maybe some of them lasting for a couple minutes, but I don't think long. Why I'm saying about this is when you did your effort, did you just try and recognize you cannot win and give up? No, you try and you keep pressing. Your standing butt and your thigh is working against your frame. And as you're progressing through the step, this battle continues. And when it's not continuing, the action itself is not good enough. The intensity needs to vibrate through your movement. Yes? Yeah. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 2, 3 and 4. Okay, ready? Last attempt for you guys in door. Just a crab walks, and 4, half lower and maybe 4 and 1 heel. Keep one way, grab another way. Yes, sir. Very nice. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Yes, this was good. The idea of weight is connected and how you're challenging. It's like when I'm reading my jacket. So if I just make one big piece, I can squeeze much water. But if I put a sleeve separately, I can squeeze a little more from the sleeve, from another sleeve, or like pants. So squeeze in a particular part. You want to be aware of this particular part. When it squeezes, it's the rib area and the pelvic area, and this belly place is where you want to make it driest. Last attempt, please. And 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Yay. Well done. Huh?
You're always me and I'm
Yeah. Okay, let's take a little break. I think the idea of intensity was well received and a productive class for you to just don't learn something new, but do what you already know at a high level of commitment. Yeah? Thank you very much. We'll continue with some